There comes a moment in every life when the noise becomes unbearable. The world demands your attention, pulling you in 1,000 meaningless directions. But there is a rare breed who refuse to scatter their soul. A rare breed who sharpen their mind into a weapon, who take the chaos of the world and forge clarity from it. Their secret is not talent, it is not luck, it is focus, relentless focus. Focus is the unseen force behind every masterpiece. Focus is the furnace where every dream is forged into steel. It is the power to see one thing and one thing only when the world screams for you to chase 1,000. When Edison locked himself away to invent the light bulb, he wasn't lucky. He was obsessed. He was possessed by a vision so clear, so blinding, that no failure, no ridicule, no obstacle could drag him away. He failed 10,000 times, not because he was weak, but because he refused to focus on anything except the one thing that mattered, his mission. Transition naturally into mindset. Success is not complicated. It has never been complicated. It is the product of sustained attention on a clear, burning desire, held with unbreakable intensity over time. Most people are not defeated by a lack of ability. They are defeated by a lack of focus. They are slaves to distraction, prisoners of comfort. They chase every new idea, every fleeting pleasure, every shallow validation, and wonder why their dreams dissolve like mist between their fingers. But those who win at life, they understand the mind is a battlefield, and they fight for their focus like warriors fighting for their lives. They guard their attention as if it were gold, because it is. Where you place your focus, you place your future. If you focus on mediocrity, you live a mediocre life. If you focus on fear, you will live in fear. If you focus on your mission with relentless clarity, the universe bends, circumstances shift, and life is forced to obey. Transition naturally into belief and clarity. You must believe that your focus holds creative power. It is not wishful thinking. It is law. Every empire, every invention, every revolution in history was built on a mind refusing to scatter itself. Andrew Carnegie once said, "The man who can center his attention upon one thing and one thing only is the man who will succeed." What is it you truly want? Strip away the noise. Forget the opinions, the expectations, the doubts that others have sewn into your skin. What is the one thing that sets your soul on fire? Find it, clutch it with both hands, and never let go. Clarity is not a luxury, it is survival. When your vision is fogged by hesitation, you wander through life like a blind man in a storm. But when your vision is clear, nothing can stop you. Obstacles become stepping stones, failures become fuel, criticism becomes a whisper in the wind. Transition into vision and purpose. Your focus must be anchored in purpose. Purpose is the compass. Focus is the sail. Without purpose, your focus has no direction, no meaning, no fire. Without focus, your purpose remains a dream locked in chains. Walt Disney had a vision of an empire of imagination. He had no money, no guarantees, and no support. But he had focus. He saw it so clearly that it became real long before a single brick was laid. He was laughed at, bankrupted, rejected. But he kept building inside his mind until the world had no choice but to catch up. That is the power you hold, if you dare to believe, if you dare to focus. Purpose gives you the reason to fight. Focus gives you the ability to win. Transition into discipline and action. But understand this, focus without action is just fantasy. You cannot think your way into greatness. You must build it. You must bleed for it. Discipline is the bridge between vision and reality. Every morning you wake up with a choice. Scatter your power or forge it. Chase the meaningless or carve the meaningful. Fall into the noise or rise into your purpose. Relentless focus demands sacrifice. You must sacrifice comfort for greatness. You must sacrifice short-term pleasure for long-term power. You must sacrifice the easy road for the road few dare to travel. The world will not understand you. Good. Let them laugh. Let them doubt. You are not here to be understood. You are here to become a force so unshakable, so undeniable, that your very existence becomes your answer. Ford revolutionized the world not by following trends, but by locking his mind onto one vision: to create an affordable automobile for the masses. He was told it was impossible. He was told it couldn't be done, and he proved them all wrong because he focused longer, harder, and deeper than anyone else. And so can you. But here's the truth the weak will never tell you. Focus is not a one-time decision. It is a war you must fight every single day. It is choosing again and again to hold your vision when everything around you is falling apart. It is refusing to bow to fear when the storms come, because they will come. Resilience is the armor of the focused mind. It is the unshakable belief that no matter what life hurls in your path, you will not break. You may bend, but you will not break. Lincoln lost more elections than he won. He buried children in the cold ground. He fought wars he did not start, shouldering burdens so heavy they would have crushed lesser men. And yet he focused on a vision of a nation reborn in freedom, focused through agony, humiliation, and despair. And because he refused to scatter his soul, he changed the destiny of millions. You will be tested the same way, not in public arenas, but in private wars. You will face days when everything inside you screams to quit. You will doubt yourself. You will be betrayed. You will fail. And the only thing that will decide your future is whether you can hold the line, whether you can keep your mind fixed on your purpose like a lighthouse in the storm. Adaptability is your secret weapon. It is not the strongest who survive. It is the most adaptable. It is those who can pivot, who can adjust without losing sight of the destination. You may change strategies, you may change methods, but you never change the goal. Like water carving through stone, you do not fight every obstacle head on. You find a way around it, over it, through it, but you do not stop moving forward. The enemy of relentless focus is distraction. Not just the external distractions of phones, screens, noise, but the internal distractions of doubt, fear, and comparison. You must learn to master your inner world. The battle is not outside of you, it is within. It is the battle between your higher self and the small, fearful voice that whispers, maybe you're not enough. Maybe it's safer to give up. Maybe you should be realistic. Kill that voice. Choke it out with discipline. Starve it with action. Replace it with a new voice, a voice of power, a voice of certainty, a voice that declares, I was made for this. I will not be denied. I will see this through to the end. You cannot control every storm that comes into your life, but you can control the direction of your focus. You can choose to fix your eyes on what you can build, what you can become, what you are willing to fight for. Emotional mastery is the foundation of an unstoppable mind. It is the ability to feel fear and still move forward, to feel doubt and still take action, to feel exhausted and still rise one more time. Your emotions are messengers, not masters. Acknowledge them, learn from them, but do not bow to them. Every great creator, every pioneer, every world changer in history has felt what you feel. They were not fearless. They were focused. And even as you climb, never lose your gratitude. Gratitude is not weakness. It is fuel. Gratitude reminds you that every breath you take is a gift, that every setback is a lesson, that every obstacle is an invitation to grow. When you are grateful, you move from desperation to power. You stop chasing things out of fear and start creating them out of strength. Gratitude sharpens your focus because it shifts your mind from scarcity to abundance. You stop asking, why is this happening to me? And start declaring, this is happening for me. Every failure is carving strength into your bones. Every disappointment is sharpening your vision. Gratitude is the weapon that turns pain into purpose. It transforms loss into wisdom. It forges a soul that cannot be conquered. You must become a student of your own destiny. You must study your craft, your mind, your habits, your history. Learn from every success. Learn even harder from every failure. Carnegie, Rockefeller, Ford, they were obsessed with learning. They understood that mastery is not a destination but a way of life. Relentless focus demands relentless learning. The world changes. Markets shift. People evolve. And those who cling blindly to the past are left behind. But those who stay focused on growth, who adapt, who study, who refine themselves day after day after day, they become unstoppable. You are either growing or decaying. There is no standing still. And your focus, your daily, ruthless focus, decides which direction you are moving. There is no magic. There is no secret formula. There is only the mind you command, the vision you hold, and the relentless daily action you take to close the gap between where you are and where you are destined to be. And so I ask you now, what will you choose? A life of scattered energy, blown by every whim, distracted by every shiny thing, crushed under the weight of your own hesitation? Or a life of focused, relentless power, where your days are driven by purpose and your nights are satisfied by progress? Because here is the truth the world will never tell you. The mind that cannot focus is already defeated. It does not matter how intelligent you are. It does not matter how talented you are. If you cannot control your attention, you cannot control your destiny. The architects of greatness knew this. They trained themselves day after day, year after year, to hold a vision so fiercely that no failure, no loss, no humiliation could snatch it from their hands. When Thomas Edison was told by his teachers that he was too stupid to learn anything, he did not scatter. He focused. When Walt Disney was fired from his first newspaper job because he lacked imagination, he did not quit. He focused. When Henry Ford went bankrupt 5 times before building the Ford Motor Company, he did not surrender. He focused. They endured because their minds were steel, because their focus was a fortress no setback could breach. And you hold the same power within you. Understand this. There is no cavalry coming to save you. There is no perfect time. There is only you. And the choice you make every day to focus on the life you are building or the excuses you are making. Your dream is counting on you. Your future is waiting for you. Your destiny is demanding that you choose focus over fear, action over apathy, purpose over distraction. This world is full of people with wishes, with dreams, with hopes, but it is built by those with focus. It is not enough to want it. It is not enough to hope for it. You must lock on to it, like a predator hunting its prey, and refuse to be moved. Every morning when you rise, you declare war on the lesser version of yourself. You wage battle against the voices trying to pull you back into comfort, into mediocrity, into a life of regret. And every small victory matters. Every focused hour compounds. Every disciplined action echoes through time. The life you want is not waiting for you somewhere out there. It is waiting for you inside your daily focus. Forged day by day, decision by decision. You must burn the distractions. You must destroy the lesser goals. You must kill the belief that you can be everything to everyone. You cannot. You must become something rare, something powerful, something dangerous, a human being who knows exactly what they want and pursues it with terrifying clarity. The average mind is like a candle in the wind. It flickers at the slightest breeze. But your mind must become the sun, blazing, immovable, igniting everything it touches. You must make a decision, here, now, today, that you will not scatter your life in 1,000 directions. You will not waste the one precious life you have been given chasing every fleeting pleasure, every passing doubt. You will focus. You will forge. You will finish. And understand this. The world steps aside for the man who knows where he is going. People will feel your energy. They will see your certainty. They will either be inspired or intimidated. but they will not ignore you. Relentless focus creates gravity. It draws opportunities. It bends reality to your will. It separates you from the masses and carves your name into the stone of history. Focus is not just power, it is creation. It is how you take something that does not yet exist, an idea, a dream, a vision, and pull it screaming into reality. You were not born to be average. You were not created to live scattered, distracted, and broken. You are the architect of your future, the warrior of your destiny, the builder of your empire. But you must choose, not once, not occasionally, but every single day. Choose the hard thing, choose the focused thing, choose the disciplined, determined, relentless pursuit of the life you know is waiting for you. One vision, one mission, one obsession. Burn the bridges behind you, silence the doubts within you, and set fire to everything that dares to stand between you and the destiny that is already yours. The power of relentless focus is not reserved for the few. It is the birthright of any human being bold enough to claim it. It is yours. It has always been yours. Now go and take it.